dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. Where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came.
This is the NFL on EA. We join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. He's going to test this secondary right away. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air. It's Vick. He'll go right and find his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. Vick gonna look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Come on. Set. Like Bronco 80. Ready, right?
A run on first and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Faster.
Second and goal.
Cougar like Buffalo 18.
Pickup brings up second
Ready?
and goal.
Throwing is Vick. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And now he loses the football. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Angel. Here we go. You got Goofy Cat, right?
To throw right away is Stafford. That one complete to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready? 331. West right, zip. Press, left right. Sit high.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's number 40 on the season for him.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Here we go, son.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 21, here's second and 9.
Here we go. 319, can I do that? Left right. Easy. Mayday. Go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming,
Here we go.
and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Nike, 18. Ready, right?
Throwing now, Vick. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Whoa. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Panthers, 79 Broncos.
Here's Vick. This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
69.
To throw, here's Vick. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Get it. Cougar 19, Bronco 80.
Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. He's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Moving to his left. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Rolling to the left. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Geno Smith, touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was, and how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball to maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone. You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Don't jump, ready?
On first down, Stafford. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. one, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And on third down, that ball is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, it's Vick. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. To throw is Vick. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Philadelphia.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. 70, 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Now, Vick. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6.
331, 331. Easy, Justin. Chip Smith. Right.
Stafford. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The Lions will set up
Man
for the
in
second
motion,
and
heading
rushing.
right.
Tonight.
That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got them. And we are tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Jackson now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18.
Now, faking the give. There's nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he will score. Geno Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. And his second touchdown of the game, numbers 11, 12 on the season. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a four-vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Green 19, good shot. EQ.
To throw is Stafford. Race to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Here we go, Jack. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Vic gonna look to throw. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's gonna force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Vic. Goes down to his left. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, son. 19 windy, nice.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. It is a big play there for the Lions. Pick up of 46 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He's going to look downfield once again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings us to 2nd down.
Here we go, son. 319, you got a mini base. Widen up. Hey, Ted.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Viking 18! Go!
Throwing, is Vic. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
To the air, it's Vic. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Mustang 19.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. There's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now, Vic. This one intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, 19.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Quick hitting slant there. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And we'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Stafford to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No mas.
They'll send the man in motion left. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First down.
Chip slip. Easy, easy, easy. Here we go.
That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Lions. That his second touchdown tonight. The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Hold the ready. Check. No. Mustang 19. Look, Tyler. Check. Reload. Hawk 70. Seven Pirates. Go.
On play action, it's Vic. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
18 cards. Lion. Let's go now. Snap. Hey.
To throw is Vic. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now, Vic. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I remember being around a lot of really good high-level linebackers, and what they used to say, Mike, is we're not going to guard the check down, but we're going to punish the check down, especially if that running back's going to catch the ball with his back facing the defense. They're saying, you might catch it, but we are going to make you pay every single time. And I know he's got a few catches throughout the course of the game, but they're continuing to be physical with him, and they're going to make it more and more challenging.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. A first down throw for Stafford. That one complete to Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here we go.
Second down, it's Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, sir. Move 58, move here, sir.
To the air again. Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 21. Good for a Lions 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Out.
Again, it's Stafford. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, sir. Green 19, tonight.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
They send the tight end in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Jackson now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. Forced out left. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Vick gonna look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So he's gonna be marked down up around the 33. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down. To throw, here's Vic. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
19.
Here's Vic.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing is Vic. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now, Vic. He'll go right and find his running back. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now give on the ground, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
Out. Here we go, son. Turbos. Hey, kids, go.
On first and 10, Stafford. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Stafford now on second down. Moving outside the pocket. He fires it across his body over the middle, and it's complete. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10.
3:19, guys, right? Out, let's go. Sit out.
They'll drop to throw. Catch made, right side, Rich Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Here we go, son. 3:19, guys, sit out. All right.
They'll run here. Finding room to the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Johnson. Here we go. Easy. Sit out.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this out to his running back. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through, and the Lions will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here is first and 10.
Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
On play action, it's Vic. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Vic. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Needing to convert here on third and inches. To the air, it's Vic. Headed left, buying time. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. Now, Vic. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. They'll look to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but
That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's first down.
Here we go, son. Green 19, right? Right.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's got it. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.